Is it Carcassonne?
Carcassonne.
Carcassonne. The town of Carcassonne was like many others in the south of France. It centred around a large central square with shops, bars and a market spilling off it, and then houses further off than that. It was surrounded by walls, and the walls had watchtowers flanking them. Iona Lake was in the town for the first time. She had a few friends there who would be showing her around. Her friend Joe Sartorius had lived there for a few days. It was easy to find a place to live. You just applied to the first watchtower, and they let you in and gave you a small room which was yours. People decorated these rooms with photos and inspirational quotes. Iona was embedded into the town walls, its small windows looking down onto the square below. People would drift in and out of the garret, which had been disconcerting to start off with, but sometimes they would say how pretty she was or how nice the view was. Other people would just stand in the corner looking out for a while and then drift into another room, like an eccentric open studio. In the square below, people would write inspirational quotes on the walls, only to be washed off days later. Others would paste up photos like posters on the walls. Some people were arguing below about the singular term, they. A man who looked like a roast ham called Kevin, who was wearing a Union Jack t-shirt, was rounding on a young black woman. "It's my language, I'll use it how I like." There were a group of them in the square. They were drinking cans of Foster's and sitting at the base of the fountain. Someone pasted up a poster supporting queer rights on trans visibility. They rounded on it, gabbered, throwing stones and empty beer bottles at it. From her garret, Iona saw all this happen below her. Across the hall was a large room where a man was speaking in front of a group of people. He was angry. He spoke to the 300 people who were sat around in their underwear as they listened. He spoke about the state of the country and the town, its flaking walls and its invisible owner who sat in the keep at the north end of town and watched. No one ever saw them go in or out, but from their panopticon they controlled the town. They had made everything automated, so the town cleaned and sustained itself. It was rumoured that they used cameras in each room to sell information to traders who came to the marketplace. Iona liked overripe peaches. Joe needs new shoes. They watched through telescopes and picked out information and gave it to traders who were the only people to come in and out of the tower. Iona left the panel discussion when the man began to shout and make fart noises as the crowd bayed. They were all coming in and out randomly, but some at the front heckled with encouragement. "Tear down the walls! Bury the new people!" The traders set up their marketplace at random times, usually to time with people going about their business. Iona walked down the square, leaving her room unlocked as all the others did, as you had to. "Iona needs a pair of leggings." A trader came up to her, and but she did need some, and they had mentioned this to a friend. Not now. They walked into a local pub. Her friends were there. They were discussing some of the posters they'd seen in the town square. One of them was buying something from a passing trader, a pair of trainers. "He just knew I needed some." As the sun set, they all, one by one, turned off their monitors and began dreaming. Very good.
I try to think about what the internet would be like in real life.
Absolutely.